Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Yes, at the time of recording, you're probably thinking to yourself, why is the room dark? That's because I've recorded it the night before, and I'm going to plan to hopefully upload this video in the morning on the day of the England match. Yes, I understand my room's messy, is what it is. Promise I do keep it clean, but it's just recently it's gone a lot messy. But look, forget the room, forget everything. We are here to talk about one team, actually not a team, one international team today, and that is England. Yes. So England are in the semi-finals of the Euro 2024, and our opponents are Netherlands. Now, at the time of recording, France and Spain have just played, and Spain have reached the final. So we already know one of the finalists, and we will know the both finalists by tomorrow at 10 o'clock at the UK time. But let's talk about the game. Look, I've always said in my videos, I've always believed England will go. So I keep saying us. England are going to reach the finals. For some reason, I just believe that England are going to reach the final. Now, the reason why I think England will reach the final is because I just believe we have a lot of quality players, where we have some players where we don't need to play good to win the game. And we've seen that throughout this tournament especially. We've seen the likes of Bellingham, overhead kick, Saka, outside the box, finishing. So, I've always believed England have this in their locker where they can win games without playing good. But saying that, we are coming up against a very good Netherlands team. Now, Netherlands, I would say one thing about them that is the strong point is their defense, which is when you look at the defense, they have Dumfries, they have the likes of Van Dijk, they have De Vrij, they have Frimpong still there, they have Nathan Ake, they have experienced players. Netherlands is one of the more experienced players, and I think with Netherlands, Netherlands has always been one of those countries where everyone just kept keeping them as dark horses. Everyone knew the talent Netherlands has, but it just seemed never to actually, they've just unfortunately never done anything that significant. Yes, the best Netherlands team I remember in recent times has been the one under Van Gaal, where they beat I think they beat Spain 5-1 or something. That was the best Netherlands team I've seen in a long time. And I think since then, they've been a bit disappointing. I think they have for the players they've been very disappointing. But I think this year, it's a different Netherlands team. I think when you look at the players they have a lot of young, hungry players. When you look at Xavi Simons, Gakpo, who seems to be a completely different player for the Netherlands, Memphis Depay, Marlon. This Netherlands team is going to be a very, very difficult game, and so far England's most difficult game. But one thing I can say about this England team in this game, if we play crap like how we've been playing, where we let the team score first, it could be a very, very difficult game. The number one thing for England in this game is we do not concede first, because if we concede first and Netherlands sharp, I think it will be very hard to score a goal, especially when you look at the caliber of defenders Netherlands has. When you look at our last few games, we had I think we had Slovakia. I forgot who was. We had Slovakia and Switzerland, who, let's be honest, they are decent teams, but in terms of top quality, they don't have that many. But when you look at a team like Netherlands, if we concede first, it's going to be a very, very difficult day for England, because we don't play good football and we are having to rely on a moment of individual brilliance. If we played good football and continued attacking teams, I would be confident. But when you look at it, we don't create many chances, and against a defense that is very strong, it's going to be very difficult if England concede first. So that's my thing. I think England need to, firstly, I think Gareth Southgate needs to go 5 at the back. I think with international football, especially when the stakes are so high, we cannot concede first. So for me, go with the exact same setup as he did against Switzerland. 5 at the back, Trent, Kyle Walker, it doesn't matter who you play. All I'm saying is play 5 at the back and set your objective to defend, and then from there you can create the platform for your top players to perform, the likes of Saka, Bellingham, Kane, whoever you play. But yeah, and then I think that should be the foundation. Next thing, what will I do in the lineup? For me, I will not play Harry Kane in this game. Yes, I know a lot of fans may disagree, but I think when you look at Harry Kane, we ultimately have no striker. We are playing with no striker. It's very similar to what I'm watching with Arsenal, when Jesus plays. Harry Kane is having to drop in so deep, where when we go up forward, we have no striker. And for me, Ivan Toney or Watkins, I think is a better alternative. For me, I would go with Ivan Toney. I think after his performance in the last few games, coming on as in his little cameos, penalties, giving the assist, I think he deserves a chance to start the game. And when you look at Ivan Toney, he will give the Netherlands players that Netherlands defense trouble, because he's a tall, physical striker. And one thing about Ivan Toney, this guy does not lose a header or duel. So for me, I would play Ivan Toney. Apart from that, I don't know what other changes I would bring to the team. But for me, bring Ivan Toney in. Especially when you look at England, one of our most common attacking style, one of our styles of play is crossing the ball. And when you're crossing the ball into Harry Kane, who always seems to be in flipping defense or midfield, I think you should maybe implement a striker who actually runs into the box, who stays in the box. So for me, play Ivan Toney. Apart from that, I'll be honest, I don't know what more changes. Maybe introduce Trent back into the team. But yeah, it's all up to Gareth Southgate. But for me, all that is important is we do not concede first. If we concede first in this game, I think it could be big trouble. Netherlands have a lot of top quality players, a lot of experienced players, and if we are slacking even a little bit, we could find ourselves 2-0 down potentially. So for me, it's England's biggest test yet. It's going to be a very big test for Gareth Southgate and England team, because every time we go up against a semi-decent team, we always seem to be knocked out. So this is a big test for England. Recently, every time we play against a team in the Euros, we always concede first, but something has to change tomorrow. I'm sure the players, I'm sure the managers have prepared for it, but something needs to change. We cannot concede first. But that's just my thoughts. For me, I do think England will go through. It doesn't matter how we go through, just go through. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Remember to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next match review, where we hope England have won the game. Thank you guys.